In this video, we're going to look at some alternative ways that probability questions can be asked and the ways that you can solve them using the cumulative distribution function in your calculator. So I'm going to show you three increasingly quirky ways that a probability question might be asked and just show you how we can solve that using the cumulative function of the calculator. All right, so have a look here. So in this case, we've got binomial distribution, 20 trials, probability 0.45. And it says find the probability that 5 is less than or equal to x is less than or equal to 12, which means that x is between 5 and 12 inclusive. If you ever get stuck on these questions thinking which numbers am I actually interested in, I cannot stress enough how okay it is to just write out a number line, which feels terribly primary school thing to do. And yet, if you do it, you're not going to get it wrong. So in the end, who's the clever one really? Right, circle the ones that you're interested in. So it's between 5 and 12 inclusive because it's less than or equal to's. So we're interested in these. Now, some calculators, including the graphical calculators, do allow you to just set a kind of from here to here in your calculator, but plenty of them don't. So the Class Whiz, for example, doesn't. It's just got this cumulative function. So all we can do is calculate less than or equal to's. That's fine. We can use that cleverly here. Here's how we do it. We say, I'll first work out the probability being less than or equal to 12, and that's going to give me everything from 0 up to 12. Okay, so that's going to be probability that x is less than or equal to 12, and then I'm just going to get rid of the stuff I don't want. So I do not want 0 to 4. So then I'm just going to remove this section here, which is the probability that x is less than or equal to 4. So all we need to do is say that that is equal to the probability that x is less than or equal to 12 minus the probability that x is less than or equal to 4. And by the way, you often get a method mark for that. So even if you mess up everything else in the question, put that down and there's your first mark. So now it's just over to the calculator. So binomial CD, variable, and we want x is 12, n is 20, p is 0.45. And the first one here is 0.94197. I'll go with 5 significant figures just so I'm super accurate until the end. And the next one I'm just going to subtract what it is when it's 4. So I'm just subtracting 0.01886. And that's it. Work out what that is. And we get 0.9231 if we round it to 4 significant figures, which is a great number of significant figures in probability. Okay, next, so find probability for the same distribution, by the way. Find the probability that x is between 10 and 18 exclusive, meaning not including 10 and 18. Again, feel free to write out all the numbers if you want. I'm not going to do that this time. I'm just going to say that what this is, I'll just rewrite this. Oh, you know what? I am going to write the numbers out because I love writing number lines and I think it illustrates what's going on really, really well. So just be really explicit about what numbers you want, which numbers you don't want, and it's hard to go wrong here. Okay, so I'll just go until I've gone well beyond what I need. And circle the ones I want. So I need it to be strictly less than 18, so not including 18, and I need it to be strictly more than 10, so not including 10, so I'll go down to 11. Okay, so what I want is everything up to 17, probability that x is less than or equal to 17, but then I don't want all the stuff up to 10, so minus the probability that x is less than or equal to 10. And again, we just go straight to the calculator for this. So same distribution. So binomial CD and the variable, and the first one is 17 and n is 20 and x probability is 0.45. And well, I get a fairly mighty 0.999964. Okay, so that's basically going to happen. And I'm subtracting everything up to 10. So I subtract from that 0.75071. Do that calculation, 0.999964 minus 0.75071, and we get our answer of 0.2493. Okay, so that's a way in which you can turn some region question, so between where you've got between here and here, into a cumulative question, which your calculator can do. We're now going to look at the most quirky one. I've not seen this come up in an exam for a long time, but it has happened. So let's think about it. Right, what on earth does this mean? Find the probability that mod x minus 10 is less than or equal to 2. Firstly, what on earth does mod mean? Well, we do this properly in year 13, so do not stress. This is really jumping the gun a little bit. This just means, and you can think about this way for now, the distance between x and 10. So the distance between x and 10, that's what mod x minus 10 means, should be less than or equal to 2. So, okay, I'll just write out a few numbers on either side of 10. And then my question is, which of these numbers are within 2 of 10? Well, 7 is not because it's 3 away, but 8 is. And 9 is certainly within 2 of 10. And so is 10, obviously, and so is 11, and so is 12, but not 13, because that's 3 away. So what I'm looking for is the probability of these numbers. So that's probability that x is less than or equal to 12, because everything up to 12, and obviously this did continue down to 0, minus the probability that x is less than or equal to 7. So just clearing away all the stuff that you don't want. I do, by the way, I can't emphasize enough, I really do recommend writing this out, because such a common error is to get kind of this, well, as far as thinking through what that means and then doing 12 here and 8 here. It happens so often. It's such a tragedy to lose the mark that way. Okay, so the first of these is 0.94197, and the second of these is 0.2520. Calculate that, 0.94197 minus 0.25201, and we get an answer of 0.68996. That's going to be 0.690024 significant figures. Okay, hope that's given you a sense of how you can adapt the cumulative or use the cumulative function to solve some problems that look a little bit different, but actually are not that different. All right, that concludes the calculated cumulative distribution section.